I'm doing well. You know, I have to kind of put up with Matt a lot, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, we're doing.
I've been told I'm a very nice human. I'm a very good person.
Well,
so I don't think it could be much worse, like me having to deal with Benson. But you know, the two teams that came out from the Mexican qualifier, Aztec Gaming, Team MFAM. Tell us a little bit about both those.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aztec Gaming has been around the community for a long time ago. It's been held by a guy called Lalo Charo. He's one of the biggest YouTube in Mexico. And so this team was actually in the Call of Duty Championship last year. They competed against FaZe, against Strider, I think, and a few other teams. They were participating last year. They have been around the community for a while, as I said, and they're pretty good. Also, MFAM. These guys are barely new on the community. They started pretty much as a public match stars, and then they became really good players. And I know both owners of these teams, and they are great. They have been working a lot to get into this position right now, to get to the regionals, which is pretty good. I'm so glad for them, and yeah, it was a very intense weekend, to be honest.
Quick question: Aztec Gaming, is that the same roster that we saw last year, or is it changed slightly?
It did change. They still have Clumsy, which is a leader.
Okay.
They still have Neos, which is also one of the players who was last year.
Okay.
And they have two new players. They have Nasty, and also have Massive. Yeah.
Okay, cool. How are they looking? Obviously, they've gone through the qualifier. Are they looking as good as last year, or even better?
Even better, way better. I think last year they had a few issues because it was they didn't have the chance to migrate to the new consoles until like 4 days before the championship.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was sad. But this year they got way better prepared. I think they will bring a better competition for this year. Both teams actually.
Good. I hope so, because as me and Matt said, not really followed the Mexican Call of Duty community. My bad. Probably should have done, especially going up into the World Championship. But out of the two teams, Aztec and MFAM, who would you potentially say is the stronger of the two?
Well, Aztec Gaming has a lot of experience, as I said, but MFAM has a lot of fresh players. They haven't really shown what they have on the LAN event, so it's gonna be interesting. To be honest, both teams have great players. I play with them on the Xbox, and they're great. So I think both have the same opportunity to give some good battles on this competition.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So over here for the North America, the Pro League, pretty much throughout all our online events, we're seeing a lot of people not use rapid fire, not use streaks. Are you guys playing with those types of things over in Mexico?
Absolutely. All the tournaments that we have held here in Mexico, even Battle Point, and a few others, they have the MLG rules, so it's pretty much the same. So
do you see any players run streaks?
I've never seen kill streaks in this game.
So pretty similar kind of players playing with the exact same rules. Big question. And I want to be completely honest, because we interviewed Bioacid from Australia when he came onto the Esports Report talking about the Australian teams. Realistically, how well do you expect to see the Mexican teams do going up into the regional?
Okay, well, we have heard, coming from a few pro players from the US, who have played already against Aztec Gaming for the most part. They've said that Aztec Gaming has a chance to get at least a top 8 team. So I'm expecting that even better, but yeah, I think Aztec Gaming has a lot of opportunity here, a lot of potential. MFAM, I haven't seen them play against pro players, so I don't know what to say about them, but they are good players, as I said, so I have confidence as well.
Right, looking at a mock bracket that me and you were looking at, I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but it looks like MFAM would have to play Optic Gaming first round. Yeah, pretty tough draw for them.
That's going to be tough, but they are confident. I spoke to the leader a few hours ago, and they're confident. They think they can bring something new to the table. So I'm hoping to see that. I'm hoping to see good results. I love Optic Gaming. I love MFAM, so it's going to be tough to decide who's going to go to. But yeah, very good players.
That should be a pretty interesting game, because I think these Mexican players could just come out and just do something completely different, something that we've never seen before, and it could work out.
It's hard to play against a different playstyle that you're not too familiar with, throws you off completely.
Yeah, exactly, and not playing against some of the Mexican teams. Who knows? Anything could happen. One big question, we always talk about upsets. Were there any upsets in the Mexican qualifier, or were these kind of the two teams which everyone in Mexico was like, yeah, they're going to be the guys that go through?
Well, Aztec Gaming has a huge fan base community. Just because, as I say, you know, the leader or the owner of this organization is one of the biggest YouTubers here.
Okay.
For the MFAM, they do have a lot of fans, but to be honest, Aztec Gaming was the one that everyone was expecting to get to this point. But MFAM has a lot of struggle at the last couple of matches or the last rounds against another team called I think the other team was called XGM. But still they made it through, so I'm glad for them. But yeah, Aztec Gaming has a lot of fan base, and I think they will get a lot of support this year.
I'm excited. Yeah, I really am excited to see. In terms of some of the guys in the chat who may not be familiar with any of the Mexican players, who are going to be a couple of the players from both of those two teams that are going to stand out and we should keep our eyes out on?
You definitely need to watch Nasty from Aztec Gaming. This guy is a monster in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Okay.
And even a few other Call of Duties. Nasty G, that's his name. And also Nasty, that guy is a great sniper. This guy destroys everything in S&D. So yeah, you should keep an eye on those. And also Dynasty from MFAM. This guy is an awesome player as well.
Yeah, I mean, so those guys are both on Aztec? Nasty and Massive?
Massive and Nasty are from Aztec Gaming.
And then on for MFAM, who do we looking out for from them?
Dynasty, this guy is also a monster for objective players. So yeah, Dynasty is also the one I will say.
I'm really excited, man.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Because I love watching teams that I've never seen play before because they always come out and do anything or something different. I mean, Ganke, have you seen much of the North American community so far? You have? Okay, is there anything that stands out as different between the way the Mexicans are playing and the way the North Americans are playing? Is there anything that is different, or is it relatively the same?
Well, of course, the US has a lot of more local events. They have a lot more tournaments on site. Most of our tournaments are held online. But besides from that, I think everything is it's similar. Of course, you guys have more teams as us, but it's still I think it's a medium-sized community, but it's a strong community. So I really have a hope to to see this growing for even a better amount of players for the next year. So I'm looking forward for that.
I'm excited to see the Mexican community come out and support their two teams as well. Because judging by the chat, it looks like a couple people joining the chat. Couple of things I don't understand going on there, but that's just me. But Ganke, thank you very much for coming on the show today and shedding some light on the Mexican teams. Really, really do appreciate it. For some of the viewers in the chat that are curious, where can we find you?
Oh, well, my Twitter, you can follow me at GanqueGaming.
Okay.
This is my last name. And also, you can follow me on YouTube, youtube.com/GanqueGaming as well. So, and thank you very much for the invitation.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. And hopefully see you sometime soon as well.
Awesome.
That's going to be the Mexican qualifier.
Yes.
For now, guys, quick commercial break. When we return, we'll be touching on the Canadian qualifier. And then, the moment I know a lot of you guys are waiting for, the US qualifier as well. Be right back.
Entrevista GanqueGaming. Mega Kevin Vera Subs.